okay? Black China is having a conversation with Wendy Williams. And in that moment, Wendy looks so fragile. She almost looks like a shell of herself. She looks um like she's not even in her body. And she says to Black China, "My real name is Wendy Hunter." Now, if you don't know Wendy Williams, and you don't know that she was recently married, recently divorced from her husband Kevin Hunter, who had, she found out later on, had an affair, a long-lasting affair, with a young woman by the name of Serena Williams, I think it is. Serena, I'm not sure. Serena something other. Serena Williams? No, I'm thinking Serena. Serena something. Look, I'm not really good with the names in pop culture, but that's her name. Serena something something. And he had an affair with this woman, but it wasn't just a casual affair. This affair and this relationship had developed over years. And Mr. Hunter, according to gossip and so forth, had purchased a home for this woman, Serena, and moved her just a few blocks from his matrimonial home. I want you guys to hear that. He moved the mistress a few blocks from his matrimonial home, meaning the home with his wife. Okay? He moved her so that he can just go by whenever he wants. In essence, what was happening is he had two families.
In my place.
Hold on, guys.
You know what I mean?
He had two families.
Motherly,
Okay.
kind way.
The mistress was not responsible for paying any bills, taking care of anything, because Kevin Hunter, Wendy's husband, had taken care of those things for her. He purchased this home for her, which was not too far from his wife's home. As their relationship developed, they ended up having a child together. And so Wendy Williams, who was married to Kevin Hunter, was faced with the fact that her husband had began a new family right down the road from her. And I'm coming live because my phone is going to die, so I want to get out what I want to say to you guys. If you're married, if you've ever experienced divorce, if you're dating, if you have a sweetheart, if you love somebody, if you are maybe broke up with someone, but you want to go back with them, and you still love them, you're still hanging on, you're not sure if you should go back. Let me tell you something, okay? After watching this video with Wendy Williams, this woman, when the news had come out that her husband was having an affair and had a family with this woman down the road from her house, and that he was spending thousands of dollars on this mistress, thousands of dollars was he spending on this mistress, buying a home, moving this woman down the road, having a child. That happened to Wendy Williams. And while that was happening to her, she was experiencing health issues. And the news broke. And so all the many years she was telling everyone's business on the radio, all their details, and now she's faced with the karmic, that energy that returns back to you, right? That you can't avoid. Now the news that she used to report, now she's a part of the news. And right after that, she lost her talk show host. She lost her talk show. She lost her mother. And if you've ever been a Wendy watcher, you watched her mother be in the audience. Her mother and father were always in the audience. So when you look at her, I'm looking at her in this clip I'm telling you guys about, I don't just see a woman suffering from, I believe they're saying she's suffering from dementia. And there's another disease that I forget what it's called, but she's using her ability to understand language. All right? So not only is she experiencing frontal lobe dementia, she's also experiencing a disease that causes her to forget how to utilize language. And for the life of me, no one can tell me that this has nothing to do with the fact that her husband abandoned her in such a way that he chose someone else besides her. Because Wendy in that clip says, "My real name is Kevin Hunter. We're divorced. He has no money." She says that in that little small clip. And for the life of me, I'm thinking, after all he's put you through, even in your worst of times, when you're losing your mind, you're still thinking, I'm still Kevin Hunter's wife, and I'm still worried about how he's doing. And that's a huge, huge lesson to women. I tried to write about it. I wrote about the honeybee. I wrote about the whale. I told women, here are the personality types to watch out for. I told women, you cannot beat the honeybee at his game. I told women, you cannot beat the honeybee. I don't care how good your nookie is. I don't care how much money you got, how many cars you have, how many degrees you have. You cannot beat the honeybee at his game. The honeybee knows how to play his game. He is going to, once he gets laser-like focus on his once he gets laser-like focus on his mark, you will not win. You're not going to win. I wrote about it in the book. I told women, you must be on the lookout for the honeybee. I told you what he looked like. I told you what kind of clothes he was going to have on. I told you the language that he was going to be speaking. I told you how to spot him when he speaks nothing but sweet nothings and sweet words in your ear. I told you how to identify him. I told you that. I explained to you what the whale was. He wants to have a good time and a good time only. He is not around for a long time. He's only around for a good time. I told you that in the book. I've explained to you that he's only around as long as it is fun. And then you go and you fall in love with someone who has no intentions on ever falling in love because he doesn't have the capacity to fall in love. And I don't know why, for the life of me, women, we are so... God has created us so divine and so forgiving and so loving and so open that even when the truth is in our face, we want to be Stevie Wonder and be blind to it. I'm looking at Wendy Williams here, and she is a shell of a person. Now that she's suffering from dementia and she's suffering from, I was about to say Asperger's. No, that's not it. She's suffering from the other disease. She's suffering from things, you guys. And she cannot find her way back to herself. You guys, it's deeper than just having a relationship with someone. Do you guys understand that that's spirit? You're talking spirit to spirit. Someone can take the life from you. They can draw all of your energy out and age you forever and leave you dilapidated. When I look at Wendy Williams, I don't see her in there at all. And the woman said in that small clip, my real name is Wendy Hunter. That language that she's speaking is that she's not even identifying herself as Wendy Williams. She's still identifying herself as his wife. But they're divorced. They're divorced. He's moved on with that woman. They've actually even broken up. So all of it was for nothing. He's lost everything. Wendy's lost everything. The mistress lost. Nobody won. Nobody wins when the family feuds. Jay-Z said it. Nobody wins when the family feuds. Wendy lost her talk show that she was running for over how many years, you guys? I don't know. Put it in the comments. She lost her talk show. All right. The bank took possession of her funds, so she couldn't move money. She couldn't pay bills. She couldn't do anything because they believed she was, that she wasn't in her right mind. For the life of me, I don't understand why people cannot comprehend that you can mess with someone who can totally destroy you. One relationship can totally destroy you. And you will probably think to yourself, I can rebound for anything. Well, guess what, darling? Guess what? I'm here to tell you that in the book, I've explained this too. Sometimes there's some things that you can't recover from. You'll never be yourself as you once were. And if you think I'm joking, I want you guys to look at the Wendy Williams documentary, that the trailer with her in Black China. I gave you guys the remedy. I told you what it was. The Rue was the kind of woman that says, I gotta get home to my children. I gotta get off Instagram because my kids gotta do homework. I gotta log off. I can't be on social media because my kids need me. I gotta prepare dinner. I gotta go cook dinner because my kids need me. My kids has homework. I can't go to the club. I can't hang out because I have work to do. My husband is on his way home, so I have to go and I have to do that. That is the Rue. The Rue is that woman that says family first above all thing else. You call the Rue and you want to talk to her and you want to gossip, she's going to say to you, I'm sorry, I have to call you back. I have to get the kids ready for school tomorrow. That is the Rue. But the Black Widow wants nothing to do with the family. I don't know, for the life of me, I don't understand why we don't understand that people to people is actually spirit to spirit. People to people are spirit. We don't understand that people to people is actually spirit to spirit. People to people are spirit to spirit. The young woman, Risa Tisa, okay? She chose her mate based on her understanding of him, and then she uncovered some things that were not absolutely true at all. And I say, have we not heard of Hut Wisdom? Have we not heard of Elder Eden? Are you guys not sharing the information to your friends and your girlfriends? Are you not telling your girlfriend, hey baby, I think that might be the honeybee. I think that might be the whale. Are we not checking each other? I wanted to come and say that my phone is at 1%. I have to go. I wanted to pipe in. Listen, be alert, pay attention, and please understand that yes, you might love someone, but you don't want to lose yourself. You don't want to lose yourself. Until next time, I'm gone. Bye, guys.